I think there's a lot of positive this year. We won the Supporters Shield. We had a record-breaking 18 wins, so there's a lot of positives in that aspect. We had a lot of doubters this year, and I think we proved them wrong.
The first ever meeting between the New York Red Bulls and New York City FC is underway.
The rivalry experience was something special. 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road, when it fully matures into something incredible, I'm going to be able to say that I was there at the forefront in the very beginning.
The goal that I assisted to Bradley Wright Phillips, I think in the first NYCFC game when we were down a man for a long time, and to put that second goal away to kind of break NYCFC's back was a big sense of relief and a big sense of accomplishment, because we knew we were going to beat our rivals that day. That was a big one.
Yeah, this one was special, you know. It's the first one ever, and we made history today. We won the game, we showed great fight. After the red card, we showed great fight. That's what our team's about, togetherness, all in.
Definitely one memorable game for me was the New York City FC game away when I scored my first goal.
Have a question feeding it in. Oh, there it is! And it's Matt Miazga!
That was my first MLS goal, so that was a great moment, and for it to be against our rival, first time playing Yankee Stadium, packed house, was unbelievable. It's kind of indescribable, but it was an awesome moment.
To get the sweep was even more incredible. To get the full 9 points against them was cool.
To take 3 points against the rival in every game was huge, because I learned when I played at Anderlecht that big rivalry games against local teams are the ones that mean the most to the fans.
But with that being said, now we've set the bar pretty high, and we know that during this off-season they're going to do everything they can to steal the headlines from us again. But we did our speaking on the field, we did our talking on the field, and I hope that's something that we continue to do. I anticipate and I'm confident this rivalry will become something big, something that can rival the Cascadia Cup. Another rivalry was DC United, and we can't overlook the Atlantic Cup. Not only did we bring the cup back, but we were able to advance against them again for the second year in a row to move on in the playoffs.
Dax's goal against DC in the playoffs stands out. You know, he did such a good job to put himself in a good position and knock in the header.
You know, New York is my club, and it's been a great experience here so far this year, and I just wanted to make sure that the fans of New York know how much I appreciate them and the Crest.
If we can enforce our authority in both of those rivalries, I think not only does that make for a happy fan base, but that's something that you can at least look and point to each and every year of accomplishing something.
Playing against Chelsea was awesome. I guess that's really the only way to describe it. It was a really special moment for me. My family was there, and I think that's the most important thing. And to see how happy it made them, and to be able to find success with, you know, the younger guys was really cool too. So, you know, in a lot of ways, it was a really unbelievable night. For me personally, I would say that the highlight of my season was playing away at Portland. Unfortunately, Dax was suspended due to yellow card accumulation, but I was able to get to start that game. And I think a lot of people counted us out just because we were missing a few key players, and we were playing in a pretty hostile environment.
Portland was special for a variety of different reasons.
Shot from distance from Felipe is an absolute beauty! And now the Red Bulls have doubled their advantage. Extraordinary stuff from the visitors. Larry lining it up! Oh, and Robles reacting somehow! Wow!
Every once in a while I get caught up and I watch a video and I see that. I'm like, all right, that was pretty cool. In those moments, you just kind of get lost in it, and as a goalkeeper, those are the best moments, because you don't really want to have a thought going through your mind as the ball's being shot. You want your brain almost to be empty so that you're just reacting to the situation. And then it was also my 100th appearance, regular season appearance for this club, and I owe so much to this organization for giving me a lifeline to continue my career. To even redeem my career the way that it's gone has been awesome.
I think that was the point that I realized, you know, I could really be an important player for the team whenever the team needs me, and to get the win there away was pretty important towards the Supporters Shield, and that's something that I'll always remember, is playing away at Portland and flying home pretty happy after that.
I think the biggest moment of the season is probably winning the Supporters' Shield in Chicago, a place where New York Red Bulls hadn't won in a very long time.
Something that I'll, again, always remember is Jesse's pregame speech against Chicago. It was an emotional speech, but the guys reacted to it really, really well. And I remember everyone's faces, everyone's emotions. It really moved the group, and that's when I think I really, truly believe that, you know, this is an extremely special team. To see the camaraderie of the group, the chemistry, how it moved everyone in that room at the time, something that I'll always remember.
Penalties don't get remembered that often, but the penalty I scored against Chicago to get us the Supporters' Shield. In the end, in the moment, maybe it wasn't a big goal, but in the end, it ends up being the game-winning goal, and it means a lot when we get to lift that trophy at the end of the game.
Lifting up the Shield in Chicago was a fantastic experience. Just with all the pressure surrounding that game, knowing that we had to get a result, knowing that Dallas is playing at the same time, and I was never aware of the fact that they were winning. And I'm glad during the game that I wasn't, because it just would have added another layer of pressure.
And that's all! This season that began with hatred and vitriol ends with ecstasy and the Supporters' Shield. The Red Bulls win MLS regular season championship.
And so to go there, to get that win on the final day of the season, lift the trophy with the fans, that's something that I'll never forget, because when you get to lift trophies, it's something that will live on forever within you and within the group.
To get out of that game winning 2-1, to hear that final whistle, to celebrate with the team, to celebrate with the fans, to go into the locker room and celebrate it or as an organization was cool. And I hope that we get to do that many more times before my time here at Red Bull is over.